Have any of you seen this cover of the New York Post? Well, fortunately, well, there it is. There's the graph. Why am I holding this up? It's so stupid. All right, anyway, today it's showing a parody of the White House of the TV show Survivor. So we're looking at the greatest reality show on TV right now. My audio wingman is here, Dion Baya from the Washington Times, Madison Gigliotta, Democratic strategist, Michael Starr Hopkins of the Wall Street Journal's Jillian Melchior. All right, so Madison, I'm looking at all this and saying, is this the publicity you want?
I'd say probably not the publicity they want, but of course it's the New York Post. It's silly. People don't really take it that seriously. But I mean, it is what it is. It's a cover, Survivor. But when you look at reality
it's
TV,
all part of our corporate umbrella.
But reality TV is very scripted. The White House, what's going on, it's very real. It's as real as it gets. So I think maybe it's a little bit of a compliment.
That's
I feel it's realer than Survivor.
He is still going to be on page 6.
I don't know. I'd feel better if this was scripted. I mean, the Trump administration or the Trump campaign kind of got away with stuff like this because it was riding into office on the promise of competency. I think what we're seeing right now is a lack of professionalism coupled with a lack of achievement, and that's a little bit less forgivable.
Well, they've had some achievement.
I'm thankful for Gorsuch, but I think when you've got Republicans promising for
in market
years,
value, low job,
but
unemployment rate.
Obamacare is the most important thing. This has been
but you're seeing things through the prism of your hatred for the president.
But I think transparency and honesty don't correlate per se with a lack of professionalism.
I don't think what we saw yesterday was professional.
Yeah, I mean, there's nothing about this White House right now that's professional. It's more, this kind of resembles
you're being the language bothered you, right? You didn't like that Scaramucci said what he said.
Yeah, but it's not just the Scaramucci thing. It's the speech in front of the Boy Scouts. It's the speech today in front of the police officers. It's the speech in front of the military. You know, everything seems to be a political speech. And the campaign season's over, and now we're kind of resembling like this Real Housewives.
But more the language stuff. Does the language bother you? Because that's what everyone's making a big deal.
It's so surreal. It's almost like the greatest telenovela I've ever seen because it's almost, in a way, like a reality show. We've talked about how his tweeting doesn't really help his agenda and stuff, and the night before, whatever he tweets out is almost like a reality show. It sets the next episode's topic or task that we're all going to talk about. People. Do
you think the president likes what Scaramucci said?
Of course.
Yeah, it's a mini-me, right? But
that's probably why he was brought in.
Here's the thing. This is going to make it really tough, I think, coupled with what we've seen going on with Sessions, for him to get top-level talent. I mean, it's just drama, drama, drama. This is already a White House that's under siege, a White House that the media doesn't like. And if they're going to have each other tearing apart...
Everyone wants to work in the White House.
I just think this is a morale killer.
Really?
I think this is a total morale killer.
I don't know
and if you don't even know that your president's going to have your back...
to work at the White House.
We thought The Walking Dead was crazy. I mean, look at this. This is a real-life soap opera.
Scaramucci's kind of like a little mini-me for Trump, though. He's like the little Trump enabler.
Now you're a hater, too.
I mean,
meanwhile, there's a new survey from Career Builder saying that 61% of workers think the 9-to-5 workday is a thing of the past. People are working more, and more of them, even on vacation, working remotely. That doesn't surprise me, does it?
I love it.
You do?
Every once in a while, I get the perk of being able to work from home, write from home.
Really?
I actually think I'm more productive when I work from home because I wake up, I go to the gym.
But do you work more hours? And do you accept that as a given?
I do, because when I'm in the office, I spend a lot more time hanging over
cursing at people.
Cursing people out.
Is that you can't turn it off. I mean, it's like children getting bullied at school. Now they can't leave school and forget about it when they get home. They can get cyberbullied because you can't now turn
off.
But
it used to be before all these devices that you could leave it behind, but now, of course, you can't.
I'm going to say for this one, blame millennials. It's the first time I'm going to say it. I'm going to go out on a limb here, and here's why. Despite our bad reputation, we're really hardworking. There have been 2 studies that came out. One of them found that we don't take vacation. Another study came out. We put in longer hours. We're working 45-hour work weeks.
That means you're less productive
on average
than the hours you're using, maybe.
Not necessarily. But I will say, blame millennials on this one.
When we are productive, I feel like we're more productive, at least for me, when I'm working at home versus in the office.
But you're assuming working more hours makes you more productive. I think what's breeding among all age groups is paranoia, right? I mean, isn't that the case?
You know, and the one thing we have to keep in mind is it's dependent on industry. So for some industries, it's just not possible to work at home, and that's not going to change. So for some things, yes, and with people, too. Some people work better at home, some people don't.
That's true.
But they're working more hours and convinced 9 to 5 has gone the way of the dodo.
Well, because we don't need it anymore with the internet and with phones. You can get your emails and everything.
No, what I'm saying, though, when you guys go on vacation or you go...
I don't know what vacation is.
Yeah.
Really?
What's that?
I don't believe it.
I go on vacation.
But you carry work with you, right?
I do.
Yeah.
All right, so it's there.
But when you're living paycheck to paycheck and you're trying to show that employer or your boss that you're willing to do more, you're willing to put the time in, you're willing not to take sick days, you're willing not to take vacation time, it kind of gets to you. So when you do go home, you end up, you know.
I wonder if that's a New York thing, though. Just
Right.
the rat race of being in New York.
Probably.
It is.
All right. Meanwhile,
As a matter of fact.
Amazon is filing a patent for a drone. I couldn't believe it when I first heard of that. Can scan your backyard or front yard, I guess, to see what products you might need. So Dion's out there mowing the lawn. They realize, hey, that mower is like worse for wear.
It's the scariest thing I've ever seen. I got to put a tarp up now because I don't want them looking in my backyard.
Well,
you know, to see what
that
I've got
knows
back
what's
there.
going on there. Yeah.
But it is
Mother.
Mother, blood mother. How frightening is this that they're actually? It scared me a couple years ago. We found out the Times Square billboards. When you walk by, they were collecting data, GPS data on what you were doing, and then it's also like when you're on your phone and you look for a product to buy, and then when you go on your computer or tablet, you start getting ads for those products.
Don't Google new boxers.
Yeah, exactly.
All kinds
it's like,
of...
I didn't look, honey, I swear this wasn't me.
But if Amazon ends up being allowed to do this and people choose to opt into this, I think the bigger issue that we have to look at here is privacy concerns legally. If you're in a criminal or civil case,
Well, but
would
that technology.
Yeah, but the companies may force you now to do that because everyone else is doing it. Well, you have to do it to opt into our product.
All right, guys.